Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the IRL PlayStation RP League, brought to you in partnership with Now Called Tour, Gridfinder.com, and Driver61. I am your sole commentator for tonight, Malk. Hope everyone's all came well and enjoying their on the 23rd of September 2021. This is the French Grand Prix for round 3. I cannot believe it's been unbelievable scenes. Like I said, it's just been absolutely fantastic. We do apologise. Tim cannot make it tonight due to personal reasons, so unfortunately he cannot make it tonight. But hopefully he will be back next week to join me. So yeah, like I said, we're at the French Grand Prix tonight, and it's going to be an absolute blast because there's going to be absolute... there'll be a lot of overtake galore, but hopefully they won't exceed any track limits or anything like that, because this track can cause a lot of corner cutting if people cannot watch out as well. So let's do it, guys. Let's give a bit of an update of the drivers and the constructor standings, just so that you guys know what's happening in the Performance League. You got Wojtek, who's in the lead with 47 points. You got O'Steven with that bit of a gap with 14 points gap difference. But yeah, O'Steven in second with 33. Livingwall is in joint third with, and I'll tell you what, Livingwall, Polytrev and Pass, they've all got 29 points. Eric Pancakes is in 6th place at the moment, 28 points. And then you got joint of 27 points of Reshka and Jablik. Zochko Jablik, if that's how you pronounce it. And then you got Matti in 9th with 23 points, and Tarak with 22 points, joined with Russman, and the rest are under 22 points. And then also for the constructors, guys, before we're about to start the qualifying itself, Flash McQueen Racing have had still in the lead by 3 points after an epic battles from the Brazilian and the Australian Grand Prix the last few weeks as well. So 58 points they've got, Flash McQueen of Polytrev and Pass. Nitratech Racing with Wojtek doing everything they can, keeping that the position up as well with Nitrogash with 55 points, 3 points off the leader. Hesketh Hunters is in 3rd place with 49 points. Multi-Stop Racing is in 4th with 47 points. Lost in Pace is in 5th with 42 points, and the rest are under 42 points. And it's going to be absolutely fantastic, because the French Grand Prix, there'll be a lot of unbelievable moments, and I keep saying it because it's going to be, I think it's going to be an absolute blast whatever happens now. So we're just waiting for everything all set, ready to go for the guys, and we're all set to start the qualifying. So with the track itself, you guys have got to try and avoid all the corner cuts, as I said earlier on. You've got to be at the best, and if you don't, you're going to be failing miserably as well. So, and we have seen quite a few this week in the throughout the leagues this week. So hopefully it's not going to be a problem for tonight. So yeah, should be all good stuff. So we're just waiting for the confirmation from the admin to kick off, and then we'll be good to go, guys. We'll be good to go. But if there's a driver that you're looking forward to, send in the chat. See what you think is going to happen in tonight's event of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. Again, and we'll go through some of the drivers actually who are in their car allocated seats. You got Stenson, who's in the Haas car. You got Saab, who's in the Mercedes. You got Livingwall, who's in the Aston Martin. Matti in the Alfa Romeo with Keza as well. So Soldier Stone is in the Red Bull. Giga Tiger is in the Aston Martin. Korea Fan 101 is in with the McLaren. Wojtek is in the Alpine car. Nitrogash is in the Mercedes. Speed Queen is in the Williams. Polytrev is in the McLaren. O'Steven is in the Ferrari. Russman is in the Ferrari. Pass is in the Williams. And then Tarak on the AlphaTauri. And then you got Spud in that Red Bull car. And we will have 17 drivers in the weekend. Cannot wait to get going. Absolutely cannot wait. Here we go, guys. We are about to start the short qualifying at the classic French Grand Prix. So we're just waiting for it to load up. But yeah, guys, I mean, what's your thoughts of the track? I mean, if you've been watching this week, what's your thoughts of the French Grand Prix in general? Like watching it from the Invictus Racing League throughout all the leagues of the PlayStation platform, the PC, and the Xbox as well. So we're just trying to see what's going to happen. There's been a few drivers that have had some issues this week, to be fair, as in like, not this week, but like throughout the week, throughout the season. Like, I know Giga Tiger's been really unlucky a few times, to be fair, but he's gone quick. He's gone really quick. But with Wojtek is the man with the plan at the minute, because obviously he's the leader of the driver standings. But can Steven try and stop him tonight? It's going to be a bit of an ask, really. But let's see if Steven can hold his nerve to hold on for the French Grand Prix as well. So it's all good. So yeah, so we're just waiting for the guys to load themselves up and ready to go. So we're just waiting for one of the drivers to set out. So we'll find out from the weather crew in just a few moments' time. So hopefully we'll find out sooner rather than later. But if you like what we see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. And from what I've been told, guys, by the weather crew, it's going to be a dry race. And it's going to be absolutely insane. We're just watching Stinson now to do his lap in the Haas car as well. So, and we're going to watch it from his perspective of the lap. So we're just going to have a look of going through the sectors as well, and the crucial corners that we are going to be looking out for the most at the Paul Ricard track. So this is one of the DRS zones that we are looking at now, from turn 7 into turn 8, heavy braking zone, which you'll see loads and loads of times. Bummer. So it should be good in tonight's race, to be fair. So we're just passing turn 9 and into turn 10, and this is the fast right-hander, so there should be no braking points at all. There should be no braking points, and when you do, you'll lose quite a lot of time, to be fair. But hopefully you get the push out as well from, I believe, from turn 11 into turn 12, and then come up to, which is turn 13, then into turn 14, where the guys have been warned and be careful not to cut any of the white lines. And it's one of those trickiest tracks because this is the pit where they have to come out from the pits as well. So we're watching it from the driver's perspective of Stinson now. And you can see on the right side, that's where the pit exit is, and you have to try and get as much of the curb as possible into turn 1, then into turn 2. Try and keep it cool and calm, and he is keeping it cool. Try and keep his car on track. That's the name of it all, and name of the game as well. So passing into turn 4, which is turn 5, then into turn 6. That was the first sector that we just seen. So then into turn 7, this is get the DRS. Try not to hit the DRS too early, or get the DRS out too early, because you'll lose at the back end. I've seen that many times from a few drivers in the past seasons as well. And then coming up to turn 8, then into turn 9 as well. So then down the straight again, and this is where you have to try and keep go outside the curve, as you can see from Stinson's point of view, and try and get into that turn 10. Fast paced, like one of the fastest corners. Then try and ease off into turn 11 to try and get a good exit to try and get into the end of turn 12. And then Try and get... Ooh, this is where you have to be careful with that car. Stinson trying his very best not to get invalidated. Passing to turn 13, then 14, and then into turn 15, the last corner. And this is the part where you have to put the pedal to the metal to try and get a good lap. I think of 131.6. That is your qualifying lap, or driver's point of view qualifying lap. Wojtek, the Drivers' Championship leader, he was in pole position, but he got knocked off by Bonitrev with a 131.04. Oh, that's a really good time, to be fair. That's a really good time. Let's have a look at Giga Tiger now. Giga Tiger in 12th place at the moment, might be into 4th. It is in 4th place with 131.637. So let's have a look at Soldier Stone. Soldier Stone is just done his validated lap originally, so would have done a 136, but wondering if this driver can try and put a lot of they're trying to go onto the medium tyres as much as possible, but I've seen a few times where some of the drivers are trying to avoid staying on the softs, because this track, and I forgot to mention it actually, this track, the tyre deg is absolutely horrendous. It's worse than China. It's worse than, and I feel like it's worse than Spain. But it is worse on the softs. You try and get onto the mediums to start off with. That's my recommendation. Try and start off on the mediums, and that's what Soldier Stone is going to try and do in that Red Bull car. I mean, if you are watching the stream, good evening to you all. Please, please, please check out who do you think will be your leader, or who do you think will win the qualifying scenario and also the race. Get us your thoughts, guys. Get your thoughts. And Livingwall's got pole position with a 130.627. A 130.627 from Livingwall, the F3 champion from last season. Unbelievable stuff. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's just watch in Soldier Stone now. We'll get a bit of the update from the other drivers who have not mentioned. Just as soon as Stone is about to cross over the line, he's just past turn 15. So here we go. What time he'll try and do? He might get 32s. Oh no, actually 31.4, and that is 3rd place. So he moves up to 3rd. That's a good time. Carrera fan is in 7th place with a 131.836, so I think he will try and not improve his time. Just having a look at some of the drivers who have not done their laps yet, like Keza and Sab. So Keza, so should be good. How Keza can try and do, come up to turn 15 now, and this is a part where you could, the slower corners, obviously, if you don't master those slower corners, you will lose out masses of time. And Keza did a 132.2 in the Alfa Romeo car. Let's have a look at Sab now. Sab is invalidated his lap. Let's have a look at Pass, or aka Pass Mardusel, the former driver who's been in the past. He was unbelievable stuff. He just reminds me of another driver that used to be that used to win so many titles, and that was Mr. Sky Z, when he won like 4 titles in a row. Pass has got purple on first sector. He's kept it cool and calm in that Williams car, and that is crucial. To be fair, that is absolutely crucial. So just seeing what he could try and do, passing to turn 8 and then into turn 9. And turn 8 and 9, as we watched earlier on, and as you just seen now, you'll see quite a lot of overtakes. You'll see quite a lot of overtakes. And if you don't, it's gonna there'll be something going on. But basically, I expect the overtakes to happen just before the heavy braking point at turn 8, and then try and go around the outside at turn 10. That'll be insane. To be fair, that would be absolutely insane. You got one of the drivers has just gone off track. I think it's just letting Pass through. We'll go through the standings in a moment or two, but let's have a look at Pass now. Pass is one of 4 drivers, well, one of 3 drivers to have not done a lap just yet. And here's Pass now coming up to the lap now. 131.4, a 131.4. Bummer. Oh, okay. So I've had some more info from the weather crew. I believe I've been told there's going to be ETA 10 minutes of the rain to kick in, even though it's going to be. I've been told it was going to be a dry race. We might have some rain. We might have some rain during this race, so that's quite interesting. To be fair. Oh my God! Pass has spun. Pass has spun. Speed Queen. I tell you what, throughout the years of Invictus Racing League, Speed Queen, she's absolutely amazing on the driving and absolutely fantastic with the consistency of the racing itself. Oh, Pass has just retired. I think he looks like he had spun and then he just lost, unless he crashed. Let's have a look from Speed Queen's point of view. Oh, Saab has retired. Yeah, it looks like Pass had crashed. And Saab has also retired. So, really interesting to be fair. So with 8 minutes and 10 left, I don't know if there was an issue with his car or what, but he'll be starting at the back in 17th place. So we've got 8 minutes left, guys. 8 minutes left of the qualifying. Can anyone try and stop Livingwall with that pole position time of a 1:30.627? This is the IRL, the Invictus Racing League, the RP League, aka the Performance League, which is brought to you by nailcoathall.com. Oh, sorry, nailcoathall, gridfinder.com, and Driver61. I knew I got my words mixed up, so I do apologise for that. So yeah, let's have a quick look at some of the drivers who have about to do the lap. So Career Fan is 3 seconds behind. I'm wondering if he's going to improve his time. So at the moment, obviously, Livingwall's with a 1:30.627. Party Trev, who we've got a yellow flag set to 2. That might be the McLaren. That's the other McLaren of Party Trev, as I just mentioned. Soldier Stone is in 4th place with Pass in 3rd. You got Wojtek, the Drivers' Championship leader, in 5th. Stinson's in 6th. You got Giga Tiger is in 7th place. Speed Queen is in 8th. Carrera Fan is in 9th. Russman is in 10th. Matty is in 11th. Tarak is in 12th. And Giga Tiger's just moved to 3rd. Giga Tiger's moved to 3rd with a 1:31.233. That's a really good time from Giga Tiger, who's been outstanding in the qualifying and has got the pace in this game, but just cannot stick that result, if that makes sense. That he cannot stick that confirm at the end. Hopefully third time lucky. Hopefully third time lucky from Giga Tiger. So yeah, Matty in 11th. Tarak is in 12th. Keza is in 13th. Oh, Stephen, who's second in the Drivers' Championship at the moment, he is way behind Wojtek. And I'll tell you what, obviously I know the two differences is Wojtek is on the softs, Stephen's on the mediums, but he's got to think about going on the softs. So we're just, and then you got Spud in 15th with Nigergas in 16th. So he's not having a great time at the moment in 16th place. But hopefully he'll try and push up, to be fair. So Keza, he's got purple on second sector with 5 minutes 33 left of the qualifying. Tension stuff. And I'll tell you what, Nigergas has just told me off. He's just told me off because Nigergas has got pole position with a 1:30.307. He said to me, don't write him off. Do not write him off. And I'll tell you what, I didn't write him off. I just felt like he was disappointed at the moment, currently in 16th. And now he's shot himself up to first place. That's a brilliant drive from him. And then you got one of the, I think that's one of the drivers is just at the back. It looks like the Ferrari. That might be, was that O'Steven? No, that was Russman, actually. Russman was about to do his qualifying lap. So let's have a look at O'Steven now. O'Steven, as I said, second in the Drivers' Championship. He's going to have to find something to get himself challenging Wojtek, because he can't afford to open the gap a bit further. And you got a couple of drivers And I'll remember it again. There's been a couple of drivers who were in joint third place with Livingwall, Polytrev, and Pass. They were in the top. They were in the top 3 for a brief moment as well. So, Stevens invalidates lap. He will be fuming. So let's have a look at Spud now. So Spud is 3/10 quicker on the medium tire. Oh, I tell you what. That what just happened from Sir Spud's point of view. At turn 6, I reckon we're going to see quite a few spins from turn 6 tonight. I think there's been quite a few instances where a few drivers cannot keep that car steady. I don't know whether they've got a steady setup, or they're trying to push that car to the limit and cannot control it. So yeah, so let's have a look at Sir Spud now. Sir Spud trying to push on from second sector into third in the medium tyres as well. So yellow flag set to 3. I'm not sure who that is. That is, I believe, a McLaren's just gone slow down. Hopefully that will not compromise too much. That is Polytrev, actually. Polytrev. Has someone crossed? No, we'll have a look in a minute. So Spud. So let's have a look at where Spud is now. He's about to cross over the line now. 131.3. He's moved to 5th. He has moved himself up to 5th. That's a great job from Sir Spud in 5th place. That's all the drivers that I'm watching at the moment. They're either they're either had like invalidation, or they've already done their laps already. So it's quite interesting, to be fair, of this track, and to be fair with the drivers' perspective. I know this is round 3. You can't afford to make a mistake. I know it's early doors, but every race is, because in the Performance League it's totally different to all the normal league rules. Because wherever position that you finish, those are the points that you'll get. So even if O'Stephen finished in 16th place in the race, if it was like this, O'Stephen will get wherever the points for 16th place will be. So as long as you don't have a DNF or DSQ, that's the big question. Sector 1 was briefly yellow, but I think that was because of one of the drivers just trying to pull out of the way. That might be one of the Aston Martins trying to let one of the Mercedes through, I think, or maybe the other Aston Martin. So Stinson has he's invalidated his lap, and Keza has retired. Let's have a look at Wojtek now. So Wojtek is, I believe, 6/10. So coming up to turn 15 now. 1 minute 15 left of the qualifying. This is tense now. Here we go. Where's Wojtek? Wojtek has moved up to 3rd. Wojtek has moved up to 3rd in that Alpine car. That's really good, to be fair. That's a really good chance. Where's Russman? Russman 6,000 quicker on the second sector. Try and get that slipstream from one of the McLarens. That might be either Polytrev or Carrera fan. So let's see how Russman can try and do. He was fuming. He was fuming not to get a decent result in the past. But hopefully, this is the night. This is the night where you can forget in the past. This is the now. This is the part where you have to be at your very, very best. Stinson has retired. Stinson has retired from the session. Russman trying to keep it, passing to turn 14 into turn 15. Oh, just holding on with that car. Needs to get a good exit. This could be close to 131s. 131.1 moves up to 5th. He moves himself up to 5th. Where's Livingwall? Livingwall's about to do his lap now. And Norjagas is on his out lap as well. So this is going to be quite intense moments. And the qualifying has stopped. The qualifying is now stopped. Livingwall's a 10th slower. He is a 10th slower. So here we go. It's coming to the DRS zone now. This is a part where you can't afford to make a mistake. He needs something. If he wants to get ball position, he needs to put something in a rabbit out of the hat or something. Try and rabbit out of the bag or something. You know, try and get that oomph to get himself into first place. That's the problem. And he's still a tenth slow. He's still a tenth slow. So this, unless he has one of the bestest ever laps he has ever done on the third sector, he will not get pole position unless Russman or Giga Tiger pull something. And it looks like Giga Tiger's about to cross over the line. Tarak has moved to fifth. Yellow flags at the 3. Giga Tiger's moved to 6. He has moved up to 6. I'm just watching the time. Oh, Stephen has retired. Stephen has retired from the session and coming up to Livingwall now. I don't think he will improve. Oh, he misses out by 100th of his best time. So Nigel Gash, Russman is. Let's have a look at where Matty is. Matty is not going to improve. Where's Career-Fan? Career-Fan has moved up to the second. He misses out on. Well, he did miss out by a 10th, but he went up to 2 tenths because Nigel Gash has got pole position. Oh, he's got himself to pole position. Well done to Nigel Gash. He really wants this. He really wants to get a decent result. Let's have a look at the standings again. Nigel Gash, he's had 8 points at Brazilian Grand Prix, and he had a DNF last week at the Australia Grand Prix. So, again, this is 1 or 2 points. This is a great start for Nigel Gash. He needs to get a good start, but he'll have to be careful. He'll have to be very careful because it's not the longest straights like the Spanish Grand Prix or at the Circuit de Barcelona, but he has to be watching out for the drivers behind to try not to get that slipstream as well. Here are your short qualifying classification for the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. You have got Nigel Gash, who's in first place. You got Career-Fan is in second. Livingwall is in third. Wojtek is in fourth. Poitrev fifth. Tarak in 6th, Giga Tiger 7th, Russman 8th, Spud 9th, Pass in 10th, Stone is in 11th, Speed Queen 12th, Keza 13th, Stinson 14th, Matty 15th, O'Steven 16th, and Sab in 17th place, with the only driver who's not done a time at all. So yeah, this is going to be a mad race. I think this is going to be an absolute exciting race for you guys tonight. And like I said, I'm just at the edge of my seat because I'm really excited, because I reckon there's going to be quite a few battles galore, and that's what I love about the racing. That's what I love about Invictus Racing League. You get hard and fair racing, and as long as the battles is perfect as well, and that's what I mean. It is absolutely perfect. But if you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel. And like I said, we are aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. So if you can, that would be fantastic for this evening as well. And this is like I said, this is one of the final races of the week until we get back to round 4, which I believe round 4 next week is Canada. So Canada's going to be quite interesting. So yeah. Hello guys, I hope everyone's okay well. I hope everyone's okay well and enjoying. And you've just joined, you just missed the qualified. Nigel Gash has got pole position in first place, and that is a stellar of a job from Nigel Gash. He did improve his time by a 10th. Career-Fan, who got second, that's still an unbelievable time in that McLaren to get himself into second place. And he was close. He was close by a 10th to Nigel Gash, but then Nigel Gash improved afterwards. So should be interesting. But if you are watching the stream, guys, and if you just watch the qualifying, who do you think will get your top 3 tonight? That's the big question. Based on what I'm seeing, I'm not looking at the qualifying itself. I'm trying to think about the championship as well, and the aspects as well. So, I know I said last week, Nigel Gash in the top 3, and what happened? He had a DNF. So, I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna say Nigel Gash to be. This is in no particular order, guys. This is in no particular order. I reckon Nigel Gash will get in the top 3. Wojtek. Oh, this is going to be close, I think. It all depends on how everyone can have a good race, and depending on if there's going to be many safety cars. Now, if I remember it right, there was at least 1 or 2 safety cars the last time, or in a collaboration of the French Grand Prix. We have seen it a few times actually. It all depends on turn 6, where they try and open up that ERS or try and, you know, push that DRS as quickly as possible to try and get that extra speed as well. So it can be different, to be fair, but it just all depends on how these guys can try and produce the goods. We're just waiting for the drivers to kick in. So hopefully everything will be all swell. So yeah, it looks like we are about to start, guys. We are about to start. So yeah, so Nitrogash in the top 3, and Wojtek in the top 3. If Careerfan gets a good start and holds in that top 3, then I would say Careerfan. It all depends if he can try and get a good start. That's the main thing. Himself and Nitrogash is going to be swamped with the drivers behind, because they're going to have that slipstream galore, and you can't afford to make a mistake. Cannot afford to make a mistake at all. So here we go, guys. They're slowing up for their formation lap. And what I normally do, guys, is I always check the tyre wear, and the tyre wear is from from 11th downwards, because that's where we like to see what strategy these guys are going to do. So obviously the top 10, bar Sir Spud, who's on the medium tyres, that is really interesting actually. Just depends if Sir Spud does not get called up by any of the other drivers as well. So, like I said, 9 of the 10 drivers are in the softs. You got Stone, Speed Queen, Matty and Sab. They've all gone for the mediums. Keza, Stinson and O'Steven have gone for the hard tyre. So they're going to try and go as long as possible and to produce... Oh, Keza's disqualified. Not sure what's happened from his perspective, but he will have cold tyres at the start, and that's not what you want. If you do get a disqualification, guys, if you're new to the Formula 1 series, there's a formation lap. If you do get disqualified, you will be you'll be back at the grid, but you'll have cold tyres, so you've got to be careful not to cause any accidents during the warm-up, because now the guys are going to get their tyre wear all warmed up and feeling fresh and ready to start to get that extra boost at the start. So 27 laps, guys, and there's the predicted pit stop strategy if they wanted to. So the 2 stop, which is the soft, medium, softs, or soft, medium, medium. That's what they predicted. But normally with the Invictus Racing League, like these guys are trying to see if they can try and do it within the 1 stop strategy as well. So we've got a couple of fans as well watching their favourites on the Invictus Racing League YouTube channel. This is where we are, guys. They're slowly coming up now to start the starting grid now. This is the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, sponsor oh, sorry, I said that again. This is the IRL PlayStation RP League, brought to you in partnership with Now Cold Hall, Gridfire.com and Driver61. That's where I got the words right. So good luck, guys. Who will try and win the French Grand Prix at the Paul Ricard track? Let's see if these guys can get a good start. Now they're about to wait for the drivers for the start lights. Good 1, lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we'll go! It looks like Livingwall's had a great start. He's gone ahead of Careerfan. But can Nitrogas hold on to first? And we got Wojtek. Oh my god, no, there's been contact! There was contact between the McLaren. That was Careerfan and Wojtek. They have had contact. But Tarak has got himself moved to 4th place. Pydro drops down to 5th. Pydro drops down to 5th place. Career fan will be absolutely livid. Oh, Suspudus dropped. Suspudus dropped down to 17th place, so he must have had some contact at the back of the grid. So we're just still watching this battle for the top 4. Can Wojtek, Wojtek, this will be a fantastic achievement. It looks like Soldier Stone has gone ahead of Rustman, and he has. He's got himself up to 8th. He has got himself up to 8th place. Tarak still watching the battle for 3rd, because if Tarak can get ahead of Wojtek, this will be a good chance. But like I said, oh, Stephen in 14th place. He needs to start pushing the limit. Oh my God, Tarak! Tarak! Tarak is going... Oh, I thought Tarak was going to go for the inside line. But Wojtek still keeping that cool and calm. Yellow flags up to 3. Yellow flags up to 3. That is Sab. Sab has gone down to 17th place. He must have had contact. He must have had contact from somewhere. So just watching Soldier Stone and Pass. And it looks like the McLaren and Giga Tiger are having a good battle as well with Pass and Stone as well. Nigel Gas with that starting fast lap. Oh, 139.598. They're trying to put that pressure to on at this race tonight. So Soldier Stone could have a chance. Oh my God, Soldier Stone could have a chance of trying and making the move on to Pass. Pass is holding on. Pass Mardusel is just holding on for 7th place. This is what we love about the drivers, because once they plant their positions of where they're going to go, that is where they're going to be placed. Oh my God, has Stone gone wide? It looked like he'd gone wide at one point. So Stone is going to try and put the pressure on. The DRS is not active yet. It will be active after lap 3. So let's see how Stone and Rustman are also having a good battle for 7th place. Stone's going to go in the inside of turn 10. Has he? No, he's still holding on. Pass is still holding on. He's still holding on. He's got to be careful not to lose any front wing damage, because Rustman ain't going to mess about. The Ferrari, the Red Bull, and the Williams drivers, they're battling out for 7th place. And this is insane. This is absolutely insane. We got a good battle as well going along between Speed Queen and Stinson for 10th and 11th, as well as Matty and Keza. They're all getting close. Well, actually, between 10th and 15th, that's where the drivers are going to be looking out for. Nigel gets to the fastest lap of the race with 134.487. Right, this is a chance now for the drivers to get that DRS kicking in. And Stone is in that medium tyre, so that's all. Commentator's curse. Stone, who had the chance with that medium tyres, he's now he's got a penalty with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. This is what I said. This track is not happy with, with the track limits. Oh, nearly. Stone, he lost it at the back end, but he's putting the pressure on. Pass is trying to keep on the inside line. If Stone can get ahead, and he has got ahead. He's got ahead with the DRS Stone. That is a good move from Stone, just at the nick of time. But let's have a look at the back of the grid. Let's have a look at Carrera has gone ahead of Keza. Carrera has gone ahead of Keza, but damage limitations. Rustman's gone ahead of Pass. Rustman's gone ahead of Pass for 8th place. And yellow flags. That is Pass. What's happened to Pass? So Pass is spun, and we've got a virtual safety car, guys. We have got the virtual safety car. So that must have been, it must have been that contact, or trying to keep that back end of that car as much as possible. But again, it's absolutely insane, and I will not be surprised if the drivers pit now for the mediums, or if they want to go for the hards, but I would go for the mediums personally to try and keep it consistent as well. So let's have a look at Matty now. Matty is in 8th place at the moment in the positions that we're at now, but Matty is actually in 9th in the driver standings. if he, with 23 points, if he can try and get ahead, of Reshka and Eric Pancakes as well. So this is insane, absolutely insane. Now the virtual safety car has now ended, so this will be a chance now for these guys to push as well. I'm just trying to have a look to see if there's any battles. So we're just waiting for. Let's have a look at Saab now. Saab's getting close to Tarak for 13th place. Might have to go back to 6th and 7th, depending on how Stinson can close the gaps onto Speed Queen. Wojtek has dropped down to 14th. Tarak has moved to 12th. And just watching it from Saab's point of view, Saab could have a chance at taking on Wojtek, who's just gone on the hard tyres. So his tyres will be absolutely stone cold. And will be absolutely livid. Now, can Wojtek now put the pressure on? The hard tyres should not be kicking in until the next few laps. So Wojtek will have to do his masterclass to try and get that experience to try and push on. As well, we got the battle for 4th, which is between Giga Tiger and Stone for 4th and 5th. You got the battle between Matty in 7th and Stinson in 8th. But we're watching the battle between Tarak, Wojtek and Saab for 12th, 13th and 14th, as well as Spud and O'Steven for 10th and 11th place. And the Ferrari's just about to done turn 15, which was Russman. So Wojtek, the Drivers' Championship leader, he's on that hard tyres. Needs to push. But yeah, the hard tyres will go all the way to the end. That's no question of a lie. The hard tyres will go all the way to the end. But it's just a matter of if these guys can try and keep that composure as well. So Giga Tiger's dropped down to 5th. Stone's moved up to 4th. I'm just going to have a look at Spud now. So Spud could have a chance of making the overtake on to O'Steven for 10th place, and he makes the move. Piece of cake. And Saab's moved to 13th. Wojtek's dropped down to 14th. I was wondering when Saab was about to move that, make that overtake, but I'm trying to catch all these overtakes, but so many to choose from. You just don't know which one to pick. We've got the battle between Speed Queen, Matty and Stinson for 6th, 7th and 8th respectively. Livingwall's getting close to Norjagash for 1st place. Was under a 2nd. Giga Tiger's gone to the pits. Giga Tiger has gone to the pits. Stone's the only one in this race. Soldier Stone is the only one in this race who's had the penalty. But he's got the fastest up the race at the moment with 134.465. So we've got this battle going on. We've got Keza Spud. Actually, we'll have a look at Spud now. Spud trying to put the... Oh! Keza gone a little bit wide. That could be a warning if he doesn't watch out. But you could tell his car was not stable. His car was not stable to coming out of from turn 1 into turn 2 and gone wide. So here we go. Spud has lost the back end. He's going to lose a bit of time, but he will have the DRS. He will have the DRS to close the gap onto Keza. But again, that's where I've seen some drivers tonight. There's been so many mistakes with that back end of the cars at turn 6. So, got this battle going on. You got just that battle ahead, as you can see from the bottom of the screen. Stinson, Matty and Speed Queen. Oh! Spud and Keza! They're going side by side, 2 wide scenario. They're going 2 wide into turn 11. Oh my god, Keza holds on for 8th. Keza has holding on for 8th place, and that's a great hold, to be fair, because Spud had got him. But he will have the DRS. Livingwall's getting close to Norjagash now for 5/10. So we'll have to have a look at the battle, but at the top, just wondering if Spud can try and put the pressure on. So here we go, Cancer Spud. You have to make the move. Oh my god, he's doing it! Oh, what a move! Just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's go back to the top 2. Oh, Norjagash has gone wide at turn 6. But can Livingwall hold on to try and put the pressure on? these guys are just pulling away from Polytrev, who's in 3rd place. And Polytrev is under a lot of pressure from Solarstone. As you can see from the back, Solarstone will have the DRS and he will make the overtake. No, Polytrev's holding on. Polytrev's holding on for dear life for 3rd. And I tell you what, that is a great survival of holding on for 3rd. But still watching this battle. Still watching. So it should be good. Oh, can Stone or try and think what does he have to do? What does he have to do to make the move? That's the big question. So the drivers are in the soft tyres. Oh my god, the Red Bull car. Stones ain't messing about. Oh, I thought Stone... Well, Nitrogas is going to the pits. So out of the top 2, who's going to blink? And it looks like Nitrogas is going himself up into the pits. So he'll go on the hard tyres. So he's going to go all the way to the end. Stones could have a chance to make the move into second... to second place, and he does. He gets up to 2nd. So now Stone can now pull away, but Polytrev will have the opportunity to put the pressure on. Speed Queen, Matty, those drivers are being on those mean tyres for 7 laps already. So with Stone, so with some of the drivers already, but they're still keeping pressure. And Stinson on those hard tyres, he's got to try and pull away as much as possible. So here we go. Can Stinson try and make the move into Matty? But this is going to be a DRS train. What does Matty have to do to get past Speed Queen? With she's got all the experience of winning titles and everything else as well. So, you know, you can't... It's going to be a stroke of master genius to try and get past. You know, it's just unbelievable stuff. So Matty can try and do everything he can to put the pressure on. We've got a couple of battles as well. This is the first lot of the battles that we're watching now, 4th, 5th and 6th. We also got the battle for 10th, 11th and 12th between Tarak, Sab and Nitrogash. I'm going to see if this battle gets changed. If not, I'm just going to watch Stinson. Can Stinson now chance to try and put the pressure on? It doesn't... These guys will be thinking, what do I have to do to get past? Don't know. You don't know. So, it's just insane, to be fair. Absolutely insane. And the amount of concentration that these guys can do, it's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's go back to Nitrogash's point of view against the battle of Sab and Tarak for 10th, 11th and 12th respectively. Because it looks like Stinson ain't going to get... Well, just as I've gone away, Stinson's just closed the gap onto Matty in 5th. So Nitrogash trying to put the pressure on Sab for 11th. Sab, if he can try and do everything he can, that'll be fantastic. But it looks like Sab's getting closer to Tarak for 10th place. I'm just going to watch that for the time being. But yeah, if you like what we've seen so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League YouTube channel for all the live racing itself. And also, we're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. It'd be a massive help. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. We got Nitrogash putting the pressure on. The car allocated for tonight is Sab in 11th. It looks like Livingwall and Polytrev have gone into the pits. They're trying to go as long as they can on those soft tyres. And now they have gambled to go on the mediums. What can Saab do? Will Saab try and defend against Nitrogash? What does Nitrogash do? Oh, I thought Nitrogash was going for a rust man. Getting ahead of Polytrev because he was in the pits. Oh my god! Oh, that was too wide! They're still going too wide! They've still got... Oh, Nitrogash has made the move. Nitrogash has just got ahead of Sab. I don't know if Saab lost the back like from. It was so quick. I was trying to watch what was going to happen between, because it looks like Nitrocash was trying to get past Saab as quickly as possible. But I don't know whether Saab went wide after turn 2 in that stroke. To be fair, so I'm just watching this battle between Stinson, and we got 2 wide again. We could have a 2 wide scenario. The Haas and the Alfa Romeo. It's the Haas gone ahead. Yes, he has. Just you've got to be careful. Oof. That front wing of Matty's will be pouring with sweat, because if Stinson caught that, that would have been Matty's race over. The Red Bull cars Spud putting the pressure on the top 4. So Stone and Speed Queen. So Stone 12 seconds ahead in the lead. That is impressive stuff. So guys, like I said, this is the Invictus Racing League on the IRL, the Invictus Racing League, the PlayStation League for the RP, which is the Performance League. Brought to you in partnership with Nell Couture, Gridfinder.com and Driver61. Please check them out, guys. Please check them out. So we're on lap 11 of 27 of the Invictus Racing League, and it's been an absolute stellar. We've had 1 virtual safety car. We've had 2 penalties already between Stone and Spud. So those are the only 2 drivers who have had the penalties so far. And look at this. DRS Fanatics. But again, let's see if Nitrocash can try and make the move. It looks like Saab's getting close as well in 9th and 10th. Nitrocash with that fresh tyres. And as you can see, Saab's getting under a lot of pressure from Livingwall. Just behind. And he's on that medium tyre. So he's trying to do the, like, try and beat Nitrocash on track. Oh, Nitrocash! Nitrocash has gone wide! That could be a warning. That could be a warning. He's got to be careful not to lose out too much. So just watching Saab trying to hold on against Livingwall. Livingwall be under a lot of pressure. He will have the DRS. Let's have a look at Livingwall's point of view. Watching it from his car. Try and put... Oh, 2 wide. Oh my god, this is going to be insane. 2-1. Has Livingwall done it? He has. What a move. What a move. Oh, Stephen drops down 8th. Oh, Tarak has moved to 7th. So I'm not sure what's happened to Stephen. Stephen with 11 laps of that hard tyre is under a lot of pressure from Nitrocash. He's got to be careful. Nitrocash is going to be on the inside line. Oh, Stephen, got to be careful with himself and Livingwall. Livingwall will have the opportunity to make the overtake with the DRS on those fresh medium tyres. As you can see just ahead as well, Keza's getting the pressure on Tarak for 6 and 7 respectively. You've got this battle going on. You've got the top 4 going, top 5 going on as well. Trying everything to get everyone. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable drives from these guys. Absolutely unbelievable. So still watching this battle between Keza, Nitrocash and Livingwall. And look at that. There's a train. There's about 5 cars already behind. Well, 4 cars. 5 even including Keza. So, oh, Nitrocash made the move. He's made the ball move ahead of Keza. From the angle that I saw, it might have been that the gap was there. If the gap was there, fair play. But it was very hard for me to judge on that corner because the camera view that I had was just bad, so I couldn't really tell whether he had much of the gap or not. But anywho, he has made the gap and he's going himself up to 7th place. Livingwall is not giving him a breathe, not giving him a break at all. So, as you can see, some of the drivers are just trying to go a little bit wide. At turn 6, you can see these drivers are trying to pull away Tarak. It looks like Stinson goes up to second. Speed Queen drops down to third. Speed Queen drops down to third. And it looks like the Spud is going to put the pressure on Speed Queen for third. So here we go. Can Spud now, with his experience of the F3 tile. Nigel goes up to 6th. Tarak has dropped down to 7th. It's the Spud. He's trying to save ERS, actually. He's trying to save ERS. Spud! Spud! Got the inside line. Perfect. Oh, that was close. That was really, really close. Livingwall's moved to 7th. Tarak has dropped down 8th. It is the battle of the top 2 between Nigel and Livingwall as it stands. So, Stone, who we've only briefly mentioned about a couple of times, pulled away 16 seconds of a gap. So, just watching Spud now getting under a lot of pressure from Speed Queen. If Spud can get ahead of Stinson for second, this would be a stellar of a job at the moment. And we're over the halfway marker, guys. We're over the halfway marker. Russman drops down to 13th. Party Trev moves up to 12th. So let's have a look at Nodgegash now. Nodgegash on that pressure on Matty for 5th. As I said, poor Nodgegash, he's trying everything he can to make the moves done. But by the time he's done it, Livingwall's making another move straight after. Nodgegash is going to make the move. Oh, the battle between the Red Bull and Stinson and Spud. While that was going on, Nodgegash has gone ahead, trying to get ahead of Matty for 5th. Is Nodgegash going for it? Is he going for the inside at turn 10? Not yet. Spud's ahead. Spud's ahead in second. In second place, sorry. Not ahead in second, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, Stinson, who's holding on for second for quite a couple of laps in this race. Now he's putting the pressure on Spud. Oh, he's trying to make the move on the inside line. So yeah, Spud, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So 13 laps, that's what's happened. 13 laps on the mediums for Spud. Livingwall putting the pressure on Nodgegash. Well, actually, Nodgegash has put the pressure on Matty for 4th. And to be fair though, fair play, it's only been 2 drivers. Nodgegash is not messing about, he wants to make the move done. But is Livingwall not going to wait any longer as well? He isn't. So Livingwall's made ahead of Matty. And to be fair though, fair play. Fair play to these drivers, they're putting a stellar of a fight. So there's a battle for the McLaren. As Wojtek drops down to 10th. Polly Trevor's moved up to 9th. Carrera Fan is moved to 11th. Getting ahead of the 2 Ferraris in Russman and O'Steven for 12th and 13th place. Matty drops down to 7th. Tarak has moved up to 6th. Oh my god. Carrera Fan and the Ferrari driver. That was close. That was really close. And that, with that fast pace, you can't afford to make any silly mistakes at all. You cannot afford it. Obviously, you can do soft mediums if you can manage the tyre wear perfectly as well. Soft mediums is the way, but obviously, if you don't feel like your tyre wear or the setup is not great, then the hards is the second, like the best way to go. But you will be dead slow as well. So 2 drivers are going to the pits. Stinson and Keza, they've both done 14 laps of the hards. So they'll probably go for the mediums. And looks like Livingwall is going to make the move. Yes, he has. Oh my god, that was close. There was a bit of contact, but luckily it doesn't look like there was any front wing damage from Nodgegash's point of view. So Livingwall on those fresh medium tyres will be on for to charge Speed Queen. And it says, I did say Speed Queen. Speed Queen will be holding on for second until Livingwall makes the move. The camera view did not expect that, but now Livingwall is putting is now going to pull away from this battle. So if Livingwall can try and close the gap onto Solarstone. Now, Solarstone has done 15 laps of those medium tyres. The best that you could try and do would probably get down to at least 6th or 7th. The way it goes, 6th or 7th. But it just all depends. It just all depends on the pressure on. And looks like Nigel Gash is putting the pressure on Speed Queen for 3rd place. He needs, with all that experience, to put the pressure on. It looks like someone's just going to the pits. It looks like Tarak. Yeah, Tarak and Matty are going to the pits. They both are going to the pits now. Can Nigel Gash now put the pressure on Speed Queen? He needs to make this move done as soon as possible, and he does. He makes the move done. But don't write off Speed Queen. Do not write her off just yet, because she is very good at with the tyre wear. Absolutely fantastic as well. So let's have a look. Oh, getting pressing the wrong button there. You got Wojtek trying to hold on with the battle of Russman in 8th place. So this is absolutely fantastic racing, and I can't believe we've just done 17 laps. 17 laps on the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, live exclusive for you guys at the French Grand Prix, which is at the Paul Ricard track. Oh, can Wojtek, the Drivers' Championship leader. I'm just going to have a quick look at the standings while this battle's going on. Oh, actually, can Russman make the move into turn 10? He's got the gap. He's got the gap. He's got the gap. Has he got it? No, he hasn't. I thought he had it. The way it looked to see if Wojtek has opened the gap just before turn 10, and now he'll have that. DRS, but Wojtek, if he can try and get under a second, he will get the DRS from Carrera Fan. Polytrev is getting close to Speed Queen. Well, Speed Queen's just got himself into the pits. I wonder if that's why he was getting close. But Speed Queen, unless I'm mistaken, will probably be going on either the mediums. Is it mediums? Just checking what Speed Queen will be on. Just watching this battle between Russman and Wojtek, who's in 5th and 6th now. Sorry, I'll say that again. Speed Queen's on the softs, not the mediums, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Speed Queen's in the softs. So Spud's got the first of the race now with 133.772. So that is in fantastic for Sir Spud. So he's in 10th. But yeah, the fastest lap point, you have to be in the top 10. You have to be in the top 10 to stand any chance. And it looks like Russman is going to put the pressure on Wojtek for 5th. We'll have the DRS activated and make the move. Will Wojtek or Russman's got a penalty? He's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But Wojtek will not give up this position. Wojtek will try and get that slipstream as much as possible. And it looks like Steven and Giga Tiger are also having a slipstream battle. Giga Tiger getting ahead in 7th place. Solarstone has gone into the pits. He has gone into the pits. So just a recap of the positions, guys, so that you guys will know what's happened. Solarstone started off in 11th. At the moment, he's in 1st, so he's the biggest mover. Steven with 8 positions from 16 to 8th. The biggest loss, or the biggest loser, shall we say, is Carrera Fan with 15 positions. And then you got the next one is, I believe, Tarak with from 6th to 12th. So Solarstone's on the softs. He is on the softs, and he's just gone ahead of Polytrev. Oh, actually, he's getting close to Norgegas, who's on the hard tyres. This is going to be, you would expect, from this position now, you would expect Solarstone to win the France Grand Prix, because that stellar job from 11th, and he had the look as well. As the Spurs got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Solarstone getting ahead of Nigel Gash for 2nd place. Now putting the pressure on Livingwall for 1st place. And this would be a fantastic race for Solarstone. Oh, absolutely unbelievable. And you guys would agree with me on this. He's done a stellar job. I mean, he's in 17th place in the driver standings. He had 9 points in the Brazilian Grand Prix, and he did not race last week at the Australian Grand Prix. So to get a win, or to get within the top 3 in his first ever season at the Performance League, is a great job. Absolutely fantastic job. And then you got Livingwall be under a lot of pressure with the DRS from Solarstone. Now makes the move into first place. Solarstone will hold on for first unless he makes a massive mistake. Unless he makes a massive mistake, I can't see him losing out that much. Looks like Russman and double stack by Russman and O'Steven. So the two Ferraris are going to be double stacked. So O'Steven's going to lose out massively. I don't think he realised that Russman was going to the pits. Spud and Stinson. Career fan has got the fastest of the race now with 133.659, but he's in 12th place. He's in 12th place at the moment. Stinson with that fresh medium tyres putting the pressure on Spud in 6th. Like I said, it's been absolutely stellar of a job from these drivers tonight, and we've got this battle going on, and then we've got quite a few battles from 9th all the way down to 13th place, so we'll have to go and watch that in a moment. So just watching to see if Stinson can try and make the move onto the Spud. If not, we'll have to go straight to Matty to make the move on Saab for 10th place. Oh, is that McLaren? That's the Career fan. Was trying, I don't know whether he was trying to walk with his tyres or trying to think of a way to make the move, but hard was in my mouth actually at one point. And Career fan is going to try and make the move around the outside on Saab. Oh my god. Oh my god. Career fan. Oh my god, he made 2 moves. He's made 2 moves. Solarstone's got the fastest of the race now with 131.995. But Career fan out of nowhere made 2 moves within 2 corners. So that's a great job from Career fan. Now putting the pressure on into the stellar of a job to put on to get into the top 8 if you can as well. This is the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, guys, if you're not sure. This is the Performance League brought to you in partnership with now Colt Hall, gridfinder.com and Driver 61, guys. So, like I said, we're just waiting. Wojtek has dropped down to 15th. Wojtek has dropped down to 15th. Russman in 14th. So, at the moment, Solarstone is in 1st. Livingwall is in 2nd. Nitrogas is in 3rd. Piotrav is in 4th. Gigatyler is in 5th. You got Spud in 6th. Stinson is in 7th. Tarak is in 8th. Speed Queen is in 9th. You got Career Fan is in 10th. Matty in 11th. Saab in 12th. Keza 13th. Russman 14th. Wojtek 15th. Pass in 16th. And O'Steven in 17th place. And we've had no DNF so far. We've had no DNF. Could we have a race where we had no DNF in the Performance League? That'll be a stellar of a job from these guys. Career fan putting the pressure on. Yellow flag. Oh, commentator's curse. Why did I say that? I should never have said that. Saab is out. Saab is out of the race. We have got the first safety car of the evening. I wish I have never said that. Wish I never said that. So it's a commentator's curse. Yeah, commentator's curse. I cannot remember the last time we've had a full grid where we had no DNFs at all. So unfortunately for Saab, he is out of the race, he's out of the garage, and he's out of the French Grand Prix. Really unlucky for him because he did everything he could to hold on, but I'm wondering if he had any contact or he lost the back end because he had some battles earlier on as well. Yeah, Phil, you can't control it. I wish I'd never said that. I wish I'd never said the DNF. So, 21 laps of the race, where we had no DNF until now. The first DNF of the session, which is Saab. Really unlucky for him. So Saab, obviously, he had the DNF in Brazil, and then he had 13 points. I believe, yeah, 13 points at the Australian Grand Prix. That was his first points of the season, and now he's got his second DNF of the season as well. So hopefully he'll be okay and try and capitalise on the Canadian Grand Prix, which is next week. So guys, this is the safety car. Livingwall's pitted. I'm wondering if some of the drivers are going to pit. Oh, Nitrogash, Polly, Trevor pitted. They'll go for the softs. Guaranteed they'll go for the softs. Where's Giga Tiger? Is Giga Tiger going for the pits? That's the big question. Is he going? Yes, he's going for the pits. Where's the Spud? Is he going for the pits as well? Yeah. Oh my God, Giga Tiger's got a 5-second second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah. So it's been unbelievable racing from all the drivers tonight. And it's been absolutely fantastic, don't get me wrong, it's been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, at the moment, so let's have a look at the penalties actually. I know there's only been a brief moment. So this is the penalties that you see on screen, guys. So Soldierstone with a 3-second time penalty. Then you got Russman, you got Giga Tiger. Russman with 3 seconds. Giga Tiger is in 5 seconds. Stinson 3 seconds. So Spud 6 seconds. And these are what's going to be calling at the end of the race as well. So it's just unbelievable, and we are going to get an absolute feast because everyone's going to go for it. Everyone's going to go for it with the soft tyres. Tarak and Keza are going to be a sitting duck with those medium tyres. I guarantee you they're going to be a sitting duck. So Soulstone is in the prime position in first place. Livingwall in second, Nitrogash is in third, Polytrev is in fourth, Tarak is in fifth, Keza in sixth, Russman in seventh, Wojtek is in eighth, Giga Tiger is in ninth, Oh Stephen is in 10th, Stinson in 11th, Carrera is in 12th, you got Matt in 13th, Spud in 14th, Speed Queen in 15th, and Pass in 16th place, with Sab the unlucky driver with the DNF of the evening. I think personally, based on what I've seen on the race tonight, I feel bad for Soldier Stone in the performance that he has done. He gone on to put that medium tyres as long as he could. But I think the help that happened was when Speed Queen was in second, as well as I think it was Spud or Stinson. I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But those drivers that were battling out in second place, it helped Soldier Stone to pull away a bit of a gap. Then he had a 21-second gap between himself and then the Livingwall Nitrogash situation. So he got out with the soft tyres in third place, and that is a stellar of a job. And then he got ahead of Livingwall Nitrogash and then Livingwall, and then he had a bit of a gap, like 5-second gap. But now he's going to have to do it all over again, because Livingwall and Nitrogash ain't going to give Soldier Stone a moment's rest at all. Absolutely not. At all. So, if you're just joining, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up to near the end of the French Grand Prix for the Performance League, and the safety car is in this lap, guys. The safety car is in this lap. Now, if I was Soldier Stone now, I'll try and bunch the cars up as much as possible. Obviously, in law, like in the rules of the game, obviously, try and keep with obviously the spacing as well. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, if Soulstone can try and bunch the other drivers up, and then when he gets a good exit at turn 15, that's when you push. That's when you get that good exit. He'll need to do that, because Livingwall ain't gonna mess about, and he's a former champion, F3 champion from last season. I wonder if he's going to go for it now at this corner. I don't know whether he did go for it earlier on. I don't think he can. And I think he has gone. He has gone now. For the French Grand Prix, for the Performance League. Now Livingwall put the pressure on. Narjagash. Now everyone's all bunched up. Tarak. Oh my god, Tarak. And my god. Tarak went. It looked like Tarak went wide. Keza's made the move. 2 in a bed moment. We got 2 in a bed. Keza and Tarak have had a bit of a contact between the two drivers. It looks like... Oh no, there's been contact! There's been contact! It looks like there's been contact between the two drivers, and now Narjagash with that soft tyre putting a lot of pressure on Livingwall. So now Narjagash is going himself up to 2nd place. As long as he gets ahead of Livingwall could not do anything about it. Now Polytrap is going to put pressure on Livingwall to get into the top 3. Polytrap has been absolutely quiet. And it looks like Giga Tiger's going himself ahead. I just saw the back of the grid. Back of the screen, sorry. It looks like Giga Tiger going ahead. But I wasn't sure who he was trying to balance out with. It looks like it was Russman. So Giga Tiger getting ahead of Russman for 6th place. So now Narjagash is on the trail to win the French Grand Prix, as long as he's within the 3-second gap between himself and Soldier Stone. We will need to do a stellar of a job. But now Giga Tiger gone ahead of Russman. Giga Tiger now putting the pressure on Keza. I feel bad for Tarak. Because he was battling out with Keza. And there was contact between those two drivers. And Giga Tiger making the move into 5th, and he does get himself ahead into 5th place, and a still of a job. But Keza will have that DRS as long as he's within under a second. So we're on the penultimate lap, guys. We're on the penultimate lap. Speed Queen is in 13th, and then you got Pass trying to put the pressure on from 15th to 14th, and looks like Keza is under a lot of pressure from Russman. Oh no, he trying to make the move. Looks like Career Fan is trying to make the move as well. Pass is going ahead of Speed Queen for 14th. And we've got the battle for two wide scenario, McLaren and the Red Bull. Looks like the Red Bull's spud. No, Career Fan is going himself ahead into 11th. But the battle, Keza holding on for 6. He is holding on for 6. Narjagash 3/10. 3/10. I'm gonna have to go back to the leader, because this could be a great finish. So let's see if Narjagash can try. We're gonna watch this final lap from these top 3 drivers. Career Fan's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and looks like, I don't know if Narjagash got the fastest up the race. Actually, yeah, he has. It's the 1:31.889. So you can tell he's really going for it now with that fresh ERS. And also, DRS is now enabled. So that is perfect for Narjagash to get himself into... I don't know if he's just caught the back of the Red Bull car. He's got to be careful not to lose too much. But whatever happens, Russman's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Luckily, Narjagash has not made that mistake of turn 6 to 7. And now he's going to try and make the move for the lead. He has into 1st place. But can Soldier Stone now put the pressure on? Russman moves up to 6. Keza drops down to 7th. Career Fans move up to 9th. It looks like Matty's dropped down to 14th. Stinson drops down to 10th. I'm not sure what's happened to Matty. He must have had contact. But we're still watching from the top 2. We're still watching from the top 2 drivers. Because I want, whatever happens, Soldier Stone will have that penalty. But I'm just wondering if he can try and put the pressure on. But we'll have to go back to 8th. Because it looks like Steven could be closing in on Keza. But yellow flag set to 3. That is, I believe, Matty as well. Matty's dropped. And now Narjagash will be absolutely delighted, because he's just won the French Grand Prix. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Livingwall finishes up in 2nd. And Partytrev in 3rd place. The former F3 drivers from last season are in the top 3. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely unbelievable. Russman drops down to 13th. Caravan drops down to 10th. So, what a drive. What a drive from these drivers tonight. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Stephen's got the driver of the day from the game. It all depends on how he can get those points catch up. He was 14 points behind the leader, Wojtek. We'll have to look at the points strategies in a moment too. But well done to Nigel, who's just won the French Grand Prix. Unbelievable stuff. I was worried that I was going to put the wrong prediction as well. So hopefully it's a second time lucky, second time lucky now, and it's just absolutely insane. So here are your race classification for the French Grand Prix, for the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, on the PlayStation platform in partnership with Nailco Tour, Gridfinder.com, and Driver 61. So Nigel Gash will finish off in first. Livingwall in second. Pony Trev in third. Soldier Stone is in fourth. O'Stephen in fifth. And King of Tiger is in sixth. Wojtek is in seventh. Keza in eighth. Speed Queen in ninth. Career in 10th. Stinson 11th. Pass 12th. Russman 13th. Spud 14th. Tarak 15th. Matty 16th. And Sab with the DNF in 17th place. Do remember you, Dutch Louis. Don't worry, I do remember you on the chat as well. So there you go, guys. That is your race classification. We will get the top 3 drivers in to hear their thoughts, but don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back in a few minutes' time. Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, which is in partnership with Nowco Tour, Gridfinder.com, and Driver61. And we've just done the French Grand Prix at the Paul Ricard track, and I tell you what, it was an absolute stellar of a race because there was so much battles that you could pick. You just don't know which one to go for. But I tried to get as many of the battles as I could, and I tell you what, some great battles, unbelievable stuff, to be fair. So before we carry on, guys, can you please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel for all the live races itself, and also we're aiming for at least 10 likes, which we have got, but we're aiming for a little bit more, just at least 10 likes, that'll be fantastic. So we've got the top 3 drivers in the commentators box, which is Nigel Gash, the winner of the French Grand Prix, Livingwall, who's in 2nd place, and then you got Poitrev in 3rd, all because of the penalties from Soldier Stone as well. So what we'll do is we're going to speak to Poitrev first, then Livingwall, and then Nigel Gash to hear their thoughts. Can you, Poitrev, can you hear me? Everything all good?
Yeah, sorry Mark, I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. So, we got Poitrev in as well to hear his thoughts on 3rd place. So, Poitrev, it's an honour and privilege to hear your voice, because it's the first time I've heard to hear you in the top 3 this evening, and it's been absolute stellar of a job. But from your perspective, you did everything you could in the qualifying tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty decent quality lap. Probably wasn't going to go much faster than that. And then, yeah, pretty fun race for me tonight, actually. Didn't know whether to pit under VSC. I think Wojtek and Tarak pitted early for hards, but I started to stay out, go on to mediums, and then just, yeah, had fun kind of cutting through the pack again. And then this safety car made it all kick off at the end.
Yeah.
Just glad not to mess it up like last week after the safety car.
Yeah. Well, there was a few safety cars from what I can remember back from last week. So you did well, Poitrev. You did well to get yourself into the top 3. And I thought at one point you was trying to get as close to Livingwall, Nigel Gash. And obviously with the penalty from Soldier Stone, did you expect 3rd? From your position that you had in the qualifying, or do you just try and keep it cool and calm on the track?
Yeah, I knew I didn't really have the pace to challenge Nitro and Livingwall at the end, so I was, yeah, like you said, I was just trying to get close within that 3 seconds. So obviously, like, yeah, hopefully the podium will stand after stewards and stuff. But yeah, just happy to get a podium after last week, and congrats to Nitro and Livingwall. Always great to share a podium with those lads.
Absolutely fantastic stuff as well. I know you was in 4th in the driver standing, so you had 29 points before this evening. Do you feel like you got it once you get this momentum going in the podiums? Do you feel like you got a chance now to challenge the top 3 in the driver standings? Do you agree?
I think Wojtek's looking pretty strong out front, but yeah, it'd be good to keep I think it's quite a tight battle for 3rd at the minute between me, like Livingwall, Pass, and yeah, a few others. So just try and hang in that battle for as long as possible. Absolutely.
So, Poitrev, it's an honour to see you in to hear from you in the top 3 this evening, and keep going what you're doing, mate. You're doing a stellar job, and you've improved massively from what I remembered a few seasons ago, where you were struggling like mad, and now all of a sudden you're challenging for the top 3, and that's what I'd like to see. So don't drop that standards now. Keep going, mate. All right, well done.
I'll do my best. Always a pleasure, Mark. Cheers, mate.
No, nice one, Trev. You can stay if you want. You can shoot off. It's up to you. But thank you very much for joining tonight, mate. Well done. Livingwall, how you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm alright, Malk. How are you?
Not too bad. I bet it's good to be back in the commentators box. From
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So, from your perspective, I know you're doing very well with that Aston Martin car, and you was pushing that car to the limit. What could you have done differently to beat Nojagash tonight?
I actually, when that safety car came out, I kind of knew I wouldn't have the pace to keep him behind. He was just so fast in all over the lap, basically, especially in that slower corner before the long
Yeah.
DRS straight on the back straight. So I just, I just tried to keep the car on track and see if I could find a little spot if he and Soldierstone would have a little battle between themselves.
Absolutely, and you was hoping for that battle during that last few laps as well. But I think would it have been different had the safety car not come out from your perspective as well?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. However, I don't know if the end result would have been the same for would have been different for my part because I think Solarstone would have been driving away pretty easily. However, I was in front of Nitro Gash at that point, so he just switched position with Solarstone basically. So yeah, but I'm still happy with the second place in this from driving in the Aston Martin, of course.
Absolutely, and from your perspective, and I did watch the battle between you and Nijagash. Every time when Nijagash made a move, you made a move straight away to another car, and you had to keep the pressure on. And I was saying to myself, Nijagash is ain't gonna have a breathe the have a breathe like breath of fresh air or anything like that because you was putting the pressure on like as soon as an overtake happened completely.
Yeah, that was kind of my strategy before that safety car came out, just to stay behind as close as possible and then try to take advantage of when he was battling the cars in front. And I succeeded with that, and also I knew that if I was gonna pass him, I had to do it somewhere in that third sector, just stick my nose in somewhere. And yeah, I got through, but yeah, then the safety car came, so not much to do. He was just too fast today.
Absolutely. And one more thing, mate, before you shoot off is I know, kind of similar to what I said to Pyotrev about the standees. I know you and Pyotrev and Pass were at the same points with 29 points before tonight's race. Do you have a chance with that consistency now, getting to the top three each time to try and get yourself to push on to put the pressure on Wojtek in the driver standings?
I think it's gonna be difficult, but
Okay.
I mean, just try to regular being in the points is a good start, of course. So I'll try to. That's the aim for every race, obviously, and then just take as many points as possible. But I think a top three will be tough to reach. But if I could stay on track and grab some points every race, there's always a possibility, of course.
Absolutely, absolutely. But Livingwall, unbelievable stuff. Really unlucky not to get the position that you wanted, but still got second after penalties from Soldier Stone. But well done for getting second. You did a stellar job, and again, the same with Polytrev, you've grew like from a slow driver to even quicker driver, and it's just gone quicker than ever before. So yeah, don't drop your standards, mate. You did a stellar job, and well done for tonight, for getting second place. Well done, mate. Nice one.
Thanks, Malk. Appreciate it.
Nice
Thank
one.
you.
You can stay if you want. You can shoot off. It's up to you. But thank you very much for joining tonight, mate. Well done. And last but not least is the winner of the French Grand Prix, and I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted because he'll be having a bottle of champagne because it's no Jagash. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all good, Mark. Thanks.
Oh, I bet you was pouring with sweat during that race tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh dear. I mean, the safety cars changed everything at the end, to be honest. But yeah, it was a good race.
Ab-
Um, like you
Absolutely.
said, Livingwall never given me a breather. I was cutting through the traffic, and every time I looked up at the who was behind me, it was Livingwall was there again. I was like, oh, no, with me. I was hoping to make a bit of a gap, but that never happened.
Yeah, I can just imagine you now, Nitro, where you passed someone, which I said earlier on, you passed someone, then Living Woman got past that same drive, and you're like, And I would have known your other words, but I'm not going to say it live on stream because I know what other words you would have said on there, to be fair. So,
Yeah, there was a few hairy moments in there as well, to be honest. I mean, I got close with Kazza at the final corner. I hope I didn't really give him too much grief, but he just left a massive gap, so I went through it. But, you know, it was a bit tight in places, but yeah, I'm lucky.
I was just about to ask, actually, now you mentioned that, was there a gap? Because the camera view that I had didn't give me a judgment as well, because I wasn't sure on the stream.
Just from memory, just from like the top of my head, it seemed like he took a really wide line into it.
Okay.
Left the inside open, so I sort of went in there, and then as I got in there, it tightened up. So I managed to brake, but I think we hit each other. But I mean, also as well, like with the last safety car, if that hadn't come out, I would have been in trouble. I was short on fuel, so
Yeah.
that sort of saved me. I was trying to lift and coast, and that's Party Trev was catching me up, and I couldn't. It wouldn't. I don't know whether you've used the fuel under on this game. I just couldn't get it to come back. I was minus 0.2 all the way through the race.
Oh, okay. It's just more of management, isn't it, and try and get the right settings as well.
But it's really hard to get it back. But so I don't even think I would have. I would have had to slow down on the last lap massively if it wasn't for the safety car.
Fair enough. And from the pressure that you had, Nigel, I mean, you had that stellar of a job of getting the qualifying lap. I mean, a 1:30.2, correct me if I'm wrong, 1:30.2 at the French Grand Prix in that Mercedes car. Surely this is going to be one of your... I know this is your first win of the season, but and I know you was in like in 18th place with 8 points, so this should rocket you up for a few positions in the standings tonight, all being well. So surely this is a confidence boost from your perspective as well.
Oh, massively. Yeah. I mean, the first race just was a bit of a mess for me, really. I managed to scrape back to 13th. It sort of went wrong, and then last week I just got caught up with Ginger in the first corner, and I got it wasn't a massive incident, it was just sort of wheel to wheel, and I unfortunately ended up pointing towards a wall, and it took my wheel off. So that was the first corner last week. It lasted at least 35 seconds last week's race. So yeah, this is brilliant for tonight. I really, I mean, I know Livingwall said I was rapid as well, but so was he in that car. I mean, talk about pressure. I don't think I'd have caught him. There was no way I was catching him without the safety car or Soldier Stone. I mean, he played a brilliant strategy, and I feel, you know, bad for him that it worked out like that, because as he came out of the pits, I saw him on soft, and I was thinking, it's a genius. He was gone. So I think he would have easily got rid of the 3-second difference for the penalty. So it's unfortunate for him.
Absolutely, and the safety car has changed everything tonight, and it would have been. From a different story, it would have been. I think it would have been Soldier Stone to hold on in first, but you guys just kept it cool, kept it calm, and fair play, Nitro. And it's good to commentate when you winning the race as well. It's just absolutely amazing as well, to be fair. So, as I said to the guys, as I said on the stream, this is the first time ever that we've had the former F3 drivers from last season in the top 3 tonight. Unbelievable stuff. And F4 as well, I forgot to mention. It was F3.
Good old boys together.
Yeah, the old boys, the old lads, as we say. So, but yeah, Nitro, congratulations on winning the French Grand Prix. You are a winner this evening, so I wish you all the very best of luck for yourself and to the other drivers as well for the rest of the season as well. Well done, Nitro. Absolute stellar job.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, and well done to the other guys, and see you again, hopefully.
Nice one. So, thank you to Nigel Gash, Livingwall, and Party Tre for their top 3 questions or interviews, shall we say, in the commentators box. A quick overview from me. It was an absolute stellar job from all drivers that tried everything they can and putting a lot of pressure on as well. So it was absolutely fantastic. And to be fair, though, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of the battles. But fair play to Nitrogash, Livingwall, and Polytrev for finishing in the top 3. I felt sorry for Soldier Stone, who did a stellar job with that strategy, and he done a brilliant job to try and get that 21-second gap or more to try and get that free pit stop ahead. But that safety car has changed everything tonight. The safety car, it was unfortunate from Sab. I didn't see it or anything like that, but just as I said, there was no DNFs for the first time in ages, and then guess what? Coming to this curse, there was a DNF from Sab. Hopefully, Sab will be back to, get back to the points at the Canadian Grand Prix. Same for all the drivers. Everyone's had a stellar of a job. So I'm going to shoot off, guys. Hopefully, Tim will be back next week to join with me. I hope you have enjoyed the commentating. I hope you enjoyed me doing the commentating for the Performance League. And I'm going to shoot off now, guys. For the final time of asking, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League YouTube channel for all the live races itself. We'll be back on Monday evening for the F1 League on the PlayStation platform. This was the Invictus Racing League Performance League in partnership with Nail Couture, gridfinder.com and Driver61. I was your host, Malk. Take care of yourself, guys. See you next week. Ta-ra, bit. Bye-bye.